these are a couple of modifications that I did to some pool equipment, and I am using more Lathe screws. The pool water is caustic, and the Lathe screws will definitely rust, so I am using them with that knowledge. I'm not really that concerned with them rusting in this case. So there's two different things that I'm doing here. I got this brush, and I did a review of this kind of brush. I really like this kind of brush. This one is not the Black & Decker one that I got initially. And what happened is the release, or the connection to the pool pole, was up in here, and it was a V, and it was impossible to pinch it and get it in and out of the pool pole. So if you are familiar with these, that you know that there's a V, and you push on these white tabs and it releases from outside here. So you can see how it was pinching up in here, and I couldn't pinch it enough. So eventually you have to pinch it so much that it just comes out of these holes. So that got to be irritating. I do rotate this, so when you're brushing the pool, that brushing motion will bend the pole, so I rotate it occasionally and just sort of straighten the pool out. So what I did was I took a connection out of a net like this. Now this one is different, you can tell, but this hexagonal insert, this white one, it was riveted in there, so this is going to be easier. This is a good connection for this because it's hollow inside. So I drilled out the rivet for this one. You can see the rivet hole here, and I just slipped it over the end of this. It extended it beyond all of this, and it gave me this really great release mechanism for the pole. So I threw the net away because the nets get full of holes. They get torn up and stuff, but I keep the little thing. I've got a couple of these laying around, and so it makes it really easy. And I'll show you here, hopefully, even with one hand. How nice that works. So it's a big improvement here, great modification, and just a couple of these Lathe screws. And these are the little ones, I think. And actually, you might use the longer ones, the ones that are like 3/4 of an inch or something like that. So these are the longer Lathe screws. They're self-tappers, and there you go. It works really, really good. So this is Exhibit A of why not to throw stuff away. The next one is this modification. So when I'm netting the pool, I shake the net. I shake it up and down like this, and I flip it to get the stuff out. Well, that shaking action over the course of a season breaks the pole. I did another video that you might see if you look down a little bit. I'm putting all the pool stuff in a playlist, by the way, where I had a metal sleeve, and I sleeved the outside because I wanted the inner pole to go all the way down where it should, so it would go all the way in. And in this case, I wanted to save the pole because the cam and the outer locking mechanism are still in good condition, so I wanted to save this pole. So what I did was, again, just keeping, this is an old pole, and it broke and corroded. These get pitted, and that's part of the reason why they fail, I suppose. But so this is the inner one that goes in and out of here. So what I did, excuse me, was I just cut this off from this end down to the bottom where the cam end is, and I just stuck that 2 or 3 foot section in here. Now in this case, because I want this existing inner pole to go down as far as possible, because I don't always use it at full extension. So this part of this probably only extends up into here. And I just marked it with a Sharpie or something. And then there's another couple 3 feet that go back down into this toward the end here. And then again, lathe screws. This one I think I probably did over a couple of trash cans just to keep it off the ground. It was a good workspace, so don't care if these rust. And these are for sure the short self-tapping lathe screws. And so yeah, it's strong as can be, and it's going to get some more life out of this pole. And you may think, well, just go get a new pole. The time it takes for me to fix this, to cut this off, stick it in here, and run the lathe screws in, I'm getting a perfectly functional pole in about 10 minutes. Cutting the pole here, cutting this end off, probably took 2 or 3 minutes, and then, you know, securing this all. Far less time than it takes for the trip down there. Plus the pole itself is like $55 now.